The time is 6 a.m. and I stayed awake so that way you guys don't have to. I have a crazy tech video for you today. It's going to teach you all about how to use a laser with Goldlewis. If you don't play Goldlewis, trust me, you want to stick around. This is very interesting tech. So obviously Goldlewis got nerfed, particularly with his drone, no longer giving hard knockdown on level 2 or 1. And if he gets hit, goes away. However, we got a huge buff in laser, and I'm going to be using level 2 laser for the duration of this video. And it is super consistent now to pick up from combos. It does crazy damage, and it's actually very flexible in the ways we can use it. So not only are you going to be using it from neutral, obviously you'd be using it from like out here, you run and you take a turn. This video, by the way, is going to teach you how to do that as well, how to pressure well, how to keep your turn afterwards. But also it's going to be used for Okazemi. And if you don't know what Okazemi is, it's for after your hard knockdown, how to keep your turn, how to keep pressure. So first things first, let's talk about when we're going to use it. And it's basically going to be after a hard knockdown like that. And it can be any hard knockdown. Literally anything, even in the corner. Let's say you're about to break the wall. You don't want to break it because you want to keep them trapped. You can end it the exact same way. And then do it that. By the way, right now I'm just showing you where to use it. We're going to be going over pressure, how to lock them down and everything in just a moment. You can also use it if you want to drop it here too on a wall bounce. And from here, you can like do run up overhead. And now they're stuck on the wall, but they bounce off and you get to pick it up. All right, that's not the best combo, but we'll go over all that in a second. So what does this actually look like, this laser Oki? Let's get a knockdown with 684. Let's throw out our laser. And we can actually meaty and catch backdash with 624. And from there, we can actually pick that up. For the duration of this, by the way, I'm just going to show you with guards. Or I'm going to be doing laser raw, but know that it works exactly the same as if I got a knockdown. So let me do that same thing. Just getting the hit with laser into this, and I'm going to pick it up this way, wait for the end, get that final hit, whatever. I'm going to be a little lazy with my combos for now, but that's the basic premise of it. And now we're going to set them to guard, and let's see what this looks like on block. Raw laser, run 624, and you can see that we can still act and stay plus afterwards. Now that's not the best part of it. We're going to go over pressure in a second. But right now we're talking about how to meaty and just maintain your advantage. Number one is going to be 624, running 624 to both catch backdash and it's going to meaty as well. The problem with doing this is that your follow-up options, yes, they're buffered, but they're all at a very strict timing, which is why I think that the future may be 6H. And 6H, if you're wondering, also gives a meaty. I'm going to do this even though I said I wouldn't. Also gives a meaty right after laser from the 684. And of course, this is going to be crazy damage. 6H is a very good starter. Actually, I'm going to show you guys a meme combo real quick, even though I said I wouldn't show you combos. Level 3. We're going to go this. 6H actually combos into another 6H that gets picked up at the very end. That's 261. Okay, back to level 2. So what makes 6H special? And the answer is that 6H has variable times. I can go straight into 862. I can delay into 862. And I can go big delay into 862, and I can do this timing for every single behemoth. It's all super variable, and it makes it infinitely more difficult for your opponent to block. So let's see what that looks like. And I'll just do a regular one. We'll go straight into that, and then we'll have time. Oh, I messed it up. We'll go straight into that, into 486, and go directly into that. We'll stay plus. And remember, whenever you end your laser with like a behemoth like that, you're still going to be like plus 14 in their face, enabling a strike throw into another behemoth follow-up if you went for strike. And throw, obviously, it's a strong knockdown. So 6H, incredibly strong. So the question is, why not use 6H all the time? And the answer for that is, let me set this up real quick. The answer to that, oh, wait, is that 6H is only active for 3 frames, and so it's backdashable. The thing about this is that might not matter too much, because if you even do the slightest bit of delay, you're going to hit them and then kill them. So other than 624 and 6H, is there anything else we can do to lock down our opponent? The answer is probably not, but you do have mix-up options if you want to change up the mind game and mix them immediately. So if I got a knockdown like this, or if I got a knockdown and went to the laser, I could threaten run up 862, get that combo like that. I could also do running 842. I can be a little frisky with it, you know, and do like run up held 5D. I can threaten, this is actually a pretty good one. 2D 684 is pretty good. You pick it up. Notice that I'm walking back, by the way. I don't want the laser to go behind me. That will mess things up quite a bit sometimes. And yeah, you can pretty much threaten whatever you want if you think it's going to open up the opponent. Just know that you are going to have to keep them locked down until the laser gets there. Next, let's talk about pressure. So what are we actually threatening when we do the setup? The answer is everything. We're going to be threatening lows. We're going to be threatening BTs. We're going to be threatening like run up 5Ds. We're going to be threatening cross-ups. We're going to be threatening throws. And let's just go over them one at a time. And I'm going to start with lows. This is a pretty important one to understand. You don't want to just be spamming lows. So I'm going to make sure they get hit here. And we'll do our lockdown like usual. I'll do one low. You do a single low, you visually confirm it, and then you just get ready to combo. If it's blocked, you do not go into anything else because you're just going to hit them out of it. So let me show you that. So if I want to do like low overhead, I'm not going to get like the full big combo. And yes, it'll be better mix, and you might open them up and you do get a little extra damage because it actually is going to combo, but you're not getting like that full combo. So it's better to just throw out like single lows and see what happens. If you want the best of both worlds, right? What you can actually do is use 2D, and because the same reason that we like 6H, because it's like super cancelable, we can use 2D the exact same way and we can visually confirm. So let's do that. They got hit. We combo. Let's make sure they don't get hit this time. I end it with the behemoth and I combo off that. And notice that that's actually just a regular combo. I didn't need the laser at all for that. And that's actually going to take us to BTs. So how do we use BTs in the pressure? There's two ways. So number one is that you can immediately cancel them, any of them, and they will all combo. So for example, let's do this. And let's just go 6-8 into 4-8-6. It hits. We wait till the end of the super, we combo. It's going to be the exact same way for all of them if you do them immediately. The only other thing you have to worry about is if it's a behemoth that combos on its own, like meterlessly. Things that, like this, 4-8-6 combos in a close slash. 8-6-2 if you're really up close, combos in a close slash. Of course, they're going to be close because of laser, right? So that's a high and a low option that are going to hit at roughly the same frames. Also, I don't know if this is... Okay, yeah. This also combos without it. Something to consider as well. And also gives you a side switch if you want a different vantage point, a different positioning. And those are pretty much the only three that you'd threaten at the end. You could also hit them with this, but recognize that you're only going to get that regular knockdown and you're not going to get great damage. Whereas the other ones, you're getting really good damage. So let's actually reshow that example now that we have this contextualized from earlier, right? This is the exact same combo we saw earlier. 2D into the late 4-8-6. We get that combo. Now we run up and take Oki. That was 174. I messed that up, but you get it. And what does that look like on block, right? So like, let's say they blocked it. I'll set this to enable. We'll do the exact same thing. We're plus 12 on their face, which means, of course, strike, throw. If they hold the strike, they're holding VTs after it into a strike throw and so on. You guys have played Goldlewis before, right? For the most part, I'm sure. Next, let's talk about the gimmick options, which are going to be 5D, throw, and cross up. So the reason they're gimmicks is because they all kind of have counterplay, and you kind of don't want that in a setup like this. Obviously, throw can be tech. Cross up does work, but it's not the greatest reward. And 5D, I mean, this is the 5D setup. You're pretty much just going to go for the 5D inside of it, and it's going to be difficult for them to block, but you're not necessarily safe after that, you know? And let's actually show all these options now. Why don't we? Oh, I didn't do the thing. Let's do that. Let's do that. Push them out of it and then throw. I mean, it's pretty good. It's not bad at all. And then the other one. Push them out of it and cross up. So these three options, pretty good. I'd consider using them every once in a while. I would definitely focus more on the other things, especially to just build laser fundamentals, because none of us used it last season. And one final tip I want to leave you on is when you're doing the pressure in the corner, you might find sometimes that the laser goes behind you. And the problem with this is that it can drop some of your combos, and so you want to be holding back to make sure that you pick them up. Additionally, if you want to be really safe, what you can do is at the end of this, you can use a backdash to frame kill into the follow-up. And at level 3, you actually do get a combo. off 862, so it is like actual high-low. Let me show you that real quick. Yeah, just consider using backdash as a... Oh my god, I just realized I have to show you something else. That's really, really cool. So, let's show this one more time. We'll do this. Backdash 862. I had them blocking. But anyway, you gotta just trust me. You can combo after that. And you do get the big combo. And of course, because it's that final hit, we can also use this, and it's gonna combo, and that works at level 2. And this also works at level 2. And you're gonna get those meterless combos, and because you're in the corner, this means that you're actually gonna get a wall bounce combo. Like that. You're gonna get like that big kind of combo, which is very nice. One more thing I wanted to show you, and this is very cool, and this can also be used in the corner in particular. It can be used mid-screen as well. Goldlewis can actually do high-low from this, and the way we would do this, I'm sure you guys have seen this before. If you whiff a 5p in the air, and then you go into JK, or if you whiff JP and then go into JK, it's an overhead. It's a frame kill that works, right? You can also go JP into 2K. So what we can do, now that we have our high-low options... Oh, I didn't do the laser. That's an overhead. And that's a low. And both of those are going to get picked up by the laser, which is very nice. Let me show it off one time for the one. I just lost my train of thought. There you go. Oh, I reached for it and got it. Gun! Okay, it didn't work. But yeah, you can combo it however you want. In conclusion, the new laser super is a crazy tool. Now you have all the pieces to make it your own. Even if we don't end up using the laser Oki all too often, at the very least you can use these tips to help you maintain offense when you use laser in neutral. Anyways, that's all I've got. Make sure to comment and subscribe and like and whatnot if you guys learned something. Make sure to tweet me if you guys end up using this setup and get any cool clips at backpack FGC. Links in the description below. Bye everybody.